Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of Last Minute Rundown. I'm Deviant Dario.
And I'm Ep.3.
And today we're going to be talking about the next death battle, which is Wonder Woman versus She-Ra. And for most people already... sorry.
Right before we start, I just want to mention that this is all just basic info. This isn't in-depth research. It's like whatever we can find in the amount of time that we're given.
Yeah, we're not exactly trying to be whiz and boomstick. We're just having fun. They know what they're doing. We'll let that up to them.
We're not giving you the pentatons of TNT on everything.
Otherwise, this would take forever.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you want to get started on Wonder Woman?
Yeah, 1 second. All right. I mean, for those who already watch this, I'm sure you've watched enough Death Battle to know that this is what, her third battle?
This is her third Death Battle.
Yeah. All right. What do we know besides the obvious? She's a warrior goddess from, what was that place called? I can never pronounce it.
I don't know. I don't have that.
Yeah, that's right. On the Amazon island that I'm sure most people pretty much forgot what it was called anyway. All right.
I'm sure it's here somewhere. Whatever. Yeah. So hand combat, weapons, swordsmanship, super strength, speed, wisdom, her massive healing factor that she got from the gods, ability to fly from Hermes, bracelets of submission.
Assuming she still has that magic jet.
A
lot of people forgot that.
So. Because I was looking at it, and I don't know if Hermes gave her the ability to fly without the jet, but I doubt it.
I think that was more of just that campy gimmick at the time.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. That being said, besides the obvious, super strong, superhuman strength, can fly, and just with the oh my god, what were they called?
What's up?
Around her wrist. I already forgot they were called. Wow.
The bracelets of submission.
Yes, the bracelets of submission, what we know is capable of blocking pretty much bullets and most energy-based weapons, but the thing is practically unbreakable because it was originally made from Zeus's shield.
Hephaestus.
That's right. No, it was made by him, but it was used with a shield that was originally owned by Zeus called, what was it, the Aegis? The Aegis shield? The Aegis shield? I can never pronounce it.
It could also block lightning and Kryptonian heat vision.
Really? Oh, it's right. It can block heat vision. And that's right. And that was a lot hotter than the sun.
Yes.
All right. So that
they suppress some of her strength too, so taking them off greatly increases her power.
That's right. I forgot about that weird gimmick.
Yes.
It still works.
Yes. I'm just going to run down a few things. Stop me when you want.
Go ahead.
She can summon her sword, also forged by Hephaestus. Can slice through microscopic atoms. A precise strike can cut through almost anything. A lasso of truth. Can't tell a lie. Unbreakable. I'm pretty sure it radiates the heat from the forge where Hephaestus made it. Her gold armor, her tiara, which is also a boomerang, is a projectile. In the words of Batman, probably the greatest melee fighter in the world. She fought Superman. I don't know if she won that battle. I think they mentioned that she beat Supergirl, though.
Yeah, she definitely overpowered Supergirl, mainly because even though Supergirl being as powerful as she is, she was not as trained and well skilled compared to Wonder Woman.
She also blocked trillions of pieces of a god from reforming.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That ridiculous feat. How many pieces was it again?
They said trillions.
Yeah, so. Trillions of pieces of this one dude trying to form itself back together, and she just deflects them all within, seconds?
Yeah, and I think they marked it at 1,000 times the speed of light or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Thousands of times the speed, yeah. Punched Doomsday into dust. She helped turn the Earth around. I'm assuming that was with Superman.
Okay, I actually do want to bring this up for something later. That is an important fact. She did need help to pull what was... I know we didn't want to bring statistics, but there's a reason for this. It was 2 quintillion
2.2 quintillion tons.
Quintillion tons. I mean, that being said, she had help with Superman. I'm assuming there was about an even enough pull at the situation, but yeah.
They also had the number 1.9 quintillion tons, but I don't know if that was. I don't know what that if that was gauging something. I just saw it underneath.
That was
so
more of a gauge of of minimum in between.
Okay.
Like that was the minimum,
Right.
and 2,002.1 quintillion was the maximum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Can literally tank the nuke, punch the nuke.
Punched the nuke and survived it. Survived an artificial black hole.
That's right.
She defeated Ares, Zoom, Mongol, and like we said, Supergirl.
Yeah. Was it and was able to actually catch? Well, she was able to actually catch Zoom, if I'm not correct.
Yes, she caught Zoom with the lasso, who was not only running in physical space, but in through time.
Yeah, he's basically already there, and yet she was able to figure that out.
Withstood multiple infinite mass punches, or Zoom punches, which, according to Flash, has the force of a white dwarf star, which is 2 billion pounds of force, I guess.
Pounds of force or kinetic force?
The kinetic force.
Okay.
She can be damaged by piercing weapons, spears, swords.
Yeah, even then, that's kind of sketchy in itself, because even her bracelets have been able to take on piercing weapons, right?
Yeah, but that's because she's blocking them with the bracelet. It's not like she can. I mean, like if her reaction time is very fast. So.
Her reaction time is insane, especially mentioning what she able to do with the god trying to bring himself together.
That's where that comes into play.
And not to mention, not only is she fast, but she is very precise with her movements. Not just from point A to B, from point A to Z within all that.
Some things that weren't. One thing that wasn't mentioned, a few things that weren't mentioned. That I found. Dr. Psycho. I think it was something with using electricity on her body, which somehow I don't think it made her immune to electrical shocks, but it helped her resistance to it, or she has an ability over, or she has electrokinesis or something.
I don't know about. I think she's just more durable in a sense, because you got to remember her body in general is a lot stronger to any normal humans.
Yes,
she's just naturally greater. She is part god. Their whole people are basically part god, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we're not saying new god level like Darkseid, but still, just an idea. They are naturally stronger than normal people.
I'm gonna say that her speed is going back to the speed. She was faster than Thor. That they pointed out, and they said that Thor can tag Quicksilver, and Quicksilver I think runs at 667 million miles per hour.
Yes,
I believe.
but he's not as quick as the Flash, which was also proven.
I sat through 4 death battles trying to figure that out.
Oh. Yeah.
And then magic resistance, superhuman reflex. She can talk to animals and heightened senses and heightened intelligence. Very, very smart.
That's right. I forget if they did this with her. Can she see faster as well?
They didn't say that, and I'm not going to get into that because that was yes.
Yeah,
I forget.
I still don't know what that means, but I love that they don't even know what that means either.
That was a Deathstroke death. That was.
I think that was yeah. That's right. That was Captain America. Another super. All right, different franchise.
Getting off topic.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. Because they already did Wonder Woman. Us being this here and them doing it a while ago, 2 years ago, I think the death battle was that you know what she's about.
Exactly. Yeah. And if for everyone listening, you're definitely gonna want to just reference that just to make sure. But yeah.
Because that's probably the best source of information. They're going to repeat themselves anyway.
Exactly.
So.
All right, so I think that covers up Wonder Woman. I definitely want to get to She-Ra.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'll give the basic.
Yeah.
Most powerful woman in her universe.
So we weren't sure which version of She-Ra they were going to do, so we decided to do a little bit on both the original 1980s version and the most recent Netflix one that came out a few years ago.
You're welcome.
Real trooper.
Cancer. Oh my god, that was like 4 days of me just marathoning that show, and I did not have fun whatsoever. Oh my god.
All right.
Okay, let's get back to this.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Let me, really quick. Let me just point out the obvious stuff that She-Ra has. That actually,
she can lift mountain-like rocks and buildings. She's fast and acrobatic. The flex blasts like energy blasts with the sword. She can also communicate with animals
and heal them. And heal them. That was an interesting one. I mean, I don't know if they did that in the Netflix one, but the OG one actually can heal animals as well. Actually, I think other people too, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna read my next line: self-healing for herself and animals.
All right.
She can be forced back into Adora, which indicates she does have limits to how far she can be in her She-Ra state.
Yeah, and actually, and not just by like it can be either time limit for like she can't be there for like a long period of time, or even just draining her energy too fast. Like
this. Go ahead.
No, I was letting you finish.
The stone in her sword is very. I don't want to say fragile, but it's what seems to give the sword most of its power.
Yeah, I believe they call it the rune stone, right?
Rune stone, yeah.
Yeah.
Stone itself can project beams. The sword can change its form at She-Ra's will into, a spear.
Oh, it can turn into anything. From what I looked up, it turned into a helmet, a ladder, a telescope. I don't know why. A boomerang, a piece of rope, a hat. You name it. I think it even turned into a net at one point. Like it literally just all right, do whatever, do this.
She did that in the Netflix show too.
So she can fly by herself. So really quick, she cannot fly by herself. She actually needs help from her steed. What was his name?
With something.
Swiftwind.
Swiftwind, the magical unicorn.
That she made by accident.
I know. I know.
Okay, really quick, I just want to add something also regarding Swiftwind. This is some BS right here. If any of you seen if anyone has watched the first original Superman movie with Reeves, anyone remember the scene where Superman finds Lois and she's dead, and he basically freaks out and goes around the earth multiple times to turn back time? Guess who can do that too?
Really?
Yep, she actually did that once.
Oh wait, that's only with
Yes, with Swiftwind. She can't do it by herself, but her steed can actually help her do that. Oh, and she can pull the moon with them too. I mean, without leverage, but I think we're past logic when it comes to the 80s.
80s was an acid trip.
Probably. I mean, I can imagine that's how it was like for the writers.
Yeah.
Granted, fun show if you're really, really bored. OG She-Ra.
There was one thing, about one thing that I took away from the animated series is that she can breathe in space per universe.
That is true. That's right. So they don't really have to, but only in the She-Ra form, obviously. In the human form.
It's only in the She-Ra, yes.
Yeah. That being said, if the rune stone on her sword is destroyed, which has been destroyed before, it has proven to be not indestructible, but actually be destructible, she is reverted back to her normal form, and until that is repaired, she pretty much has no control of her She-Ra powers.
Once the stone's gone, she can't transform.
Exactly. So
Um,
that being said, we know that Wonder Woman is weak to piercing-based blows. But assuming Ra can get that type of attack on her, I mean, with her sword that can turn into anything. But she would have to figure that out at some point during the battle. It's not just something she would know right away.
no.
I will admit though, I wanted to say She-Ra was a bit. At first, she seemed like kind of an idiot, but granted, she's had a very messed up childhood. She was kidnapped at a young age, and oh yeah, found out that she's a He-Man's twin. Still getting used to this franchise. I do not know anything about the Masters of the Universe.
No. Like, she ended up fighting for the Horde, and she thought she was doing good for the world, and then...
Yes, doing good for the world by fighting for this demonic-looking dude.
Yeah, it should have been obvious that you're fighting for the wrong side if you're looking at...
It's kind of funny how stupid she is at first. Granted, she does prove herself in the long run, but... oh my God.
I know. It was really something.
What else to add?
There's really not much, like they said, she can lift mountain-like rocks and buildings. She was lifting boulders in the Netflix show, but that's really about it.
Yeah, but from what I understand, in comparison, OG She-Ra has shown a lot more noticeable feats in comparison of her reboot.
They're definitely going to use 1980s, because if they use in 2018, Wonder Woman wins within the first two.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But at least with the 1980s, she stands somewhat of a chance.
Yeah, an ironically unfair one, but we'll see, because realism back then was out the window. But we'll see if Wonder Woman can handle it. Last time I checked, she was just as old, if not older. So.
Sure. Well, I mean, Wonder Woman's 3,000 years old, so.
Yeah. Well, meaning like comic book wise.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just going like long term.
True. That's right. I never got a direct. I think Adora is ages like as a normal person. As she's still in her late teens, early 20s.
I'd say late teens.
Okay, late teens.
It seemed like late teens in the show.
Yeah. So that's another thing. Wonder Woman definitely beat her by like 3,000 years of experience alone.
Yeah.
All right. So. All right, so with that new development, I'm definitely more than convinced that Wonder Woman is going to take this. I mean, who knows? Maybe Wiz and Boomstick can pull out something we didn't find, but from what we were able to find, Wonder Woman's got this in the bag. But you know what?
Yeah,
I guess there's one way to find out.
I'm saying definitely Wonder Woman for this one, because just the amount of things she was able to do alone, people who she's fought and won against. I'm giving it to her because of experience and her, god powers.
Yeah, basically.
Her bracelets can summon Zeus's lightning. I forgot about that.
That's right.
And the heat.
I feel like
I think I mentioned that already, though.
I will admit, Wonder Woman is definitely much stronger. Definitely more has more combat experience. And probably in strategy-wise as well, definitely way better. Because even though it is claimed that She-Ra is a great strategist, in some cases, nothing compared to the amount of history of fighting Wonder Woman has done. But I'm repeating myself. But I think that's basically it that we can get.
Yeah, like this just came down to information that Death Battle handed us 2 years ago versus my torturous 4 days of watching a cartoon on Netflix and whatever we found based on the 1980 show.
He had fun.
I did not have fun.
He had fun.
I did not. If you like Star versus the Forces of Evil, you'll like that show. Other than that, I'm talking.
I missed that show. That show started with a rainbow on fire.
I understand.
All right, going off topic, but all right. So that's gonna be it for today for this episode. I would like to thank everyone for coming, and I'm Deviant Dario.
I'm Infinite One, and please, if you find anything that you deem relevant, please let us know. We want to know what we can do better, where we can look, what we're missing. We want the feedback.
Yeah, we really want to keep on doing this. We love talking about this, and we want to make it. We want to actually make this unique and special for you guys in some way. And if you want to throw in some ideas, go for it. We're all ears.
If you have ideas on what we should be doing better or outside of this, something, just let us know.
Yeah, we really want to try to make this grow, even just a little bit. It's a passion we've been trying to work on for a while. So, and knowing the current epidemic, might as well take advantage of it.
Yep.
All right, so that'll be it for today. You have a wonderful night.
This has been your Last Minute Rundown.